So what do we do next? We go and check it out. We will go to the folder and double click on this so that it opens on a browser. So this opens on a browser, and there we have it. Hello world. We have hello world there. So we can now start looking at some things in Bootstrap. So if we come here, now the general approach I'll take in this tutorial is that I'll be taking you through some things, even though we are trying to imitate this or clone this Udemy homepage. We will not exactly get some things perfectly in the beginning, so as not to make the whole process complex for you. In some cases, we just do basic stuff just to get by. Then as the tutorial proceeds, we can come back and add more flesh to it until it starts looking exactly like this. All right, so the first thing you notice here is that there is this top navigation bar. It contains the Udemy logo, the Udemy name, then a drop down, then a search bar, then another pop drop down, then another one, and then an icon, you see, and a login and sign up buttons. All right, so basically what they call this in Bootstrap is navigation bar. If you're coming from Bootstrap 3, this will be obvious to you, but if this is the first time you're watching any Bootstrap or taking any Bootstrap course, this is called a navigation bar. So Bootstrap already has a code that does exactly that. If we go to Bootstrap, getbootstrap.com, and we click on documentation, we will have access to all this documentation. All right, so what we're looking for basically is the navigation. If you click on content, not really content but component. If you click on component, so from components right here, on the components, if you scroll down, we're looking for nav bar. Look at it, nav bar. So if we click on nav bar, we will see how it works, and then the supported content. But then there's a sample. Look at what it looks like, and there is a sample here, sample code. So if we copy this sample code, if you look at all the codes, the code is basically HTML with CSS classes. That's what Bootstrap is. Don't worry, I'll explain it in a second, and we get back to this place. Remember that this is the body. I want to make a space so that you can see it. This is the body, and the only thing that we had in the body of our text is hello world. So if we delete that hello world, give space, and then paste what we copied, Ctrl V. Look at everything we copied. If we paste it, we can then go and check out on our browser. So if we come to our browser, instead of the hello world, we're supposed to see a navigation bar. So I'll refresh, reload, and as you can see, we have a nav bar all the way to the right. Has a very nice navigation bar. So Bootstrap basically writes most of the codes for you. You can just copy and paste. All right, and the next thing we're gonna do is to change this to be Udemy, because if we come to Udemy website, we'll see that this is Udemy. And the other thing I have to do is to open this thing here so that we don't have to go to Chrome again. So if I copy this URL, I'm just doing it for myself, I can open a new tab here and paste. Okay, good. So here we can now change this to Udemy. So we're gonna come here. It is here, navbar Udemy. Now I'll take my time to run you through this. Let me just refresh this so you will see. Reload page. You see, it's now Udemy. All right. Now, if you look at this code, you'll see that it's simple to understand. There is a nav. Everything is inside this tag called nav. Look at its ends here. So everything there is inside a tag called nav. Now this tag called nav, everything about Bootstrap generally is about classes. You see, there is no CSS here. All we have is HTML and classes. And the HTML and normal HTML that I used to know. Look at this. This is a button. This is a link, ahref link, but it contains a class that makes it looks like a button. You see, this is basically HTML. And this is another HTML that is a button. All right. So if I should break this down and break this down, you see that this is just a button and it has a toggler icon. This gives it an icon, which means if we come back to this place, we'll see that look at, has this icon, and then this is just home. All these things are basic HTML. The only thing is that Bootstrap has already written some CSS for you. Look at the CSS file. There are a lot of CSS written inside here, and what the CSS basically does is simple. You just from here call the CSS classes. If you know the CSS classes, you use them. That's just Bootstrap. Alright, so basically learning Bootstrap is just all about memorizing the CSS classes and what they do. Alright, so in the next video we'll analyze this and make it look closer to what we have on Udemy. What we have here on Udemy. You understand? So thank you very much. See you guys.